I'm on a 28-12 run with my complimentary plays, and I've got a free selection on the Monday night game between the Saints and the Dolphins coming your way in just a second. First of all, I hope you had a Merry Christmas if you happen to celebrate the holiday. Before I get going, though, I want to talk about the COVID crisis, if I can, just for a moment. Listen, every single day you see a multitude of games being postponed or canceled. Hell, yesterday you saw 3 more bowl games being canceled for this week, with the Sun Bowl last night being the latest was Miami of Florida. Couldn't field a team against Washington State, and the Cougars practically begging for a replacement team to meet them in that bowl game. This is the new norm, but it doesn't mean you can't make money. In fact, I'm telling you, based on my experience, a guy who's been in this industry for 30 years, COVID in this crisis offers you even better opportunities to make money if you do your due diligence and if you're patient. Yes, due diligence and patience. Those are the 2 keys to making money during this crisis. Listen, I'll give you an example. In the NBA, I've told all the handicappers here at the site, do not feel forced to release your plays early in the morning. Now, they know that I'm taking the biggest plays of the top handicappers and the hottest guys and releasing them at tremendous discounts, at least half price off every single day. But instead of putting those coupons up at 10, 11, 12 Eastern time, I've moved that deadline back to at least 3 o'clock Eastern time, because you've got to see in the NBA who's participating in the morning shoot-arounds, and then wait to see when most NBA teams are updating their COVID injury list to see who's put in the protocols and who is eligible coming out of protocols on a daily basis. And usually those announcements aren't made till anywhere about 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock Eastern time. It's ridiculous to make your NBA plays before then. You see in the NFL how many guys clear protocols Saturday night, Sunday morning. And some of those players will make or break your pick for those particular games. I've been in this industry since, well before they had the scab games in 1987 with replacement players. It's the same deal. I was betting when they had the USFL games in 1983 to 1985, when you never knew, because whether teams were going to get paid or not, who was going to quarterback particular teams. Advantage if you did your research. I was betting the XFL when Vince McMahon had the first go-round, and you never knew who was going to quarterback for teams on a given Saturday night. Advantage to those who did their due diligence. And it's the same thing with this COVID crisis. Every single day, it affords us tremendous betting opportunities that you may never see again until the next COVID crisis, which will probably be next winter, because if you ever think people are going to get fully vaccinated or these variants are ever going to change, we are all fooling ourselves. This is the new norm, so you have to take advantage of it. That's why you won't see coupons often listed here at the site, discount coupons, till probably about 3 o'clock Eastern time on weekdays going forward. Many handicappers, including myself, not releasing their NBA and college basketball plays probably till 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock Eastern time. But I'm telling you, you can make money doing this. To me, guy who's been in this business for 30 years, I can. Follow my advice. Other guys can. A lot of people in this industry, they just want to throw out the plays first thing, 6 o'clock in the morning, get it over with, and watch the dollar signs ring up on the register. They ain't making money. Well, they'll make money if you're foolish enough to spend it on them, but they don't give a damn. And that's the reality. You know, guys, I don't blow smoke up your you-know-what. I'm just telling you the truth, because I have seen every single scam. I have seen every fraudster, every con man, everything in this industry in my career. I know it all. And I'm telling you, I have no problem with that. Okay, my big play today actually happens to be the bowl game that goes at 11 o'clock Eastern time. It's the Quick Care Bowl. Say that 3 times quickly. Go ahead, I dare you. It is going to be played at Ford Field in Detroit. And that is the game between Nevada and Western Michigan. It happens to be my Raise the Bar 20-dime release, number 3 in a row in college football. It's even stronger than my NFL teaser of the year, number 2 in a row yesterday, an easy winner on the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. and you get it for half price by using the coupon code RAISE, RAISE, because I can't even spell doing this video report at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. Okay, let's get to your Monday night selection. Miami is a 3-point favorite. Let me put it this way. So for New Orleans, 20, is it 20? Let me just double check. 21 players are on the COVID list as I do this report at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. That means the Saints have 36 players on their active roster, 13 players on their practice squad, according to a report I saw in the New Orleans newspaper. You know that Taysom Hill is on the COVID list. You know Trevor Siemian's on the COVID list, which means they're going to start Ian Book, their 4th-round draft pick, give him his first start tonight. Now, he went 30-5 as a starter at Notre Dame. God bless his soul for the Fighting Irish. But how much faith did the Saints have in Ian Book for tonight's game if they reached out and tried to get Drew Brees to come back out of retirement to start this game for them this evening? I would say that doesn't mean they have a lot of faith. Now, granted, the Saints played a great defensive game last week in shutting out Tampa Bay and Tom Brady 9-0. And let's face it, the Dolphins don't put me in mind of a great offensive team. But the Saints have 20-some players on the COVID list, and a lot of those guys are on defense. And the Dolphins are playing well. They've won 6 straight. They've covered 5 of those 6. Now, let me play devil's advocate against myself. Who did they play during those 6 straight wins? Who did they face in terms of quarterbacks? Joe Flacco, Tyrod Taylor in his first game back after missing a number of games with injuries, Mike Glennon, Zach Wilson, Lamar Jackson, okay, one good quarterback, and Cam Newton. Not exactly Hall of Fame candidates here, right? But hey, you win them all, you cover them all, you can only beat the guys that are on your schedule. So let's give them credit for that. What I really liked about the Dolphins, though, last week in that win against the Jets at home is they rediscovered their ground game. Duke Johnson, who they dusted off, they gave him the ball 22 times for 107 yards, first Miami rusher to top the 100-yard mark this season because they had nobody else to run the ball. Myles Gaskin, 10 carries, 54 yards in his first game back after a two-week absence because he was on the COVID list. So I think that they will have some success running the ball against a New Orleans defense that is depleted because of so many guys on the injured list. I also like the fact that they got Jalen Waddle back, 86 catches. He missed the Jets game because he was on the Dolphins COVID list last week. They already got Devontae Parker, who in 7 games has 34 catches. So with Malcolm Jenkins out for the Saints, that secondary isn't quite as strong. So I like Miami minus the 3 points. And, of course, I would go down and buy the half point on Miami if that line is anywhere between 3 and 4.5 points. The total is sitting at 37. It's tempting to go with the under in this, and certainly the under has been the play here of late. 8 of the last 10 Monday night games played have stayed under the posted price, so I lean a little toward the under, but I think the stronger play is Miami. So the Dolphins is the way that I'd go. That'll do it. I wish you well, and talk to you again soon.